Welcome to UXL, where you can learn new skills anytime and anywhere. Visit uxl.com to explore our full course selection. This lesson is part of a larger course. Check the video description below for a link to the full course where you can enroll. If you enjoy our content, please like and subscribe. For your convenience, the course cover displayed on your screen provides the complete course title and lesson title. Let's proceed with the lesson. Lesson: Security Best Practices for Developers. Security best practices for developers are essential in today's technology-driven world, especially when developing on AWS. As developers, it is crucial to integrate security into every stage of the development lifecycle to protect applications and data from vulnerabilities and threats. The adoption of secure coding practices helps mitigate risks associated with software vulnerabilities and ensures that applications are robust against potential attacks. One of the fundamental practices for developers is to adopt the principle of least privilege. This principle dictates that users, systems, and processes should only have the minimal level of access necessary to perform their functions. By limiting permissions, the potential damage from an exploited vulnerability is minimized. For instance, when configuring AWS identity and access management roles, developers should ensure that the roles have the least privilege necessary for their tasks. This principle helps in reducing the attack surface and preventing unauthorized access to sensitive resources. Developers should also prioritize secure coding practices to mitigate common vulnerabilities such as SQL injection, cross-site scripting, and buffer overflows. These vulnerabilities can be exploited by attackers to gain unauthorized access or execute malicious code. Using parameterized queries and prepared statements can prevent SQL injection attacks by ensuring that SQL code is executed as intended without the risk of injection. Similarly, input validation and output encoding can thwart XSS attacks by ensuring that user inputs are properly sanitized and encoded before being rendered on web pages. Implementing these secure coding practices helps in building resilient applications that are less susceptible to common attacks. Implementing robust authentication and authorization mechanisms is another critical aspect of security best practices for developers. Multi-factor authentication is a widely recommended practice that adds an additional layer of security by requiring users to provide 2 or more verification factors to gain access. In the context of AWS, enabling MFA for IAM users and root accounts significantly enhances security by reducing the risk of unauthorized access. Additionally, developers should use industry-standard authentication protocols such as OAuth 2.0 and OpenID Connect to ensure secure and interoperable authentication processes. Another vital practice is the secure management of secrets such as API keys, passwords, and encryption keys. Hard-coding secrets in the source code poses a significant security risk as they can be easily extracted and misused by attackers. Instead, developers should use secure storage solutions like AWS Secrets Manager or AWS Key Management Service to manage and protect sensitive information. These services provide secure storage, automated rotation, and fine-grained access control, ensuring that secrets are managed securely and accessed only by authorized entities. Regularly updating dependencies and libraries is crucial for maintaining application security. Outdated libraries and dependencies often contain known vulnerabilities that can be exploited by attackers. Developers should continuously monitor and update their dependencies to ensure that they are using the latest secure versions. Tools like AWS Code Pipeline and AWS Code Build can automate the process of building, testing, and deploying applications, making it easier to integrate security updates into the development workflow. Monitoring and logging are essential components of a comprehensive security strategy. Developers should implement logging mechanisms to capture relevant security events and activities within their applications. AWS services like CloudTrail and CloudWatch provide robust monitoring and logging capabilities that can help detect and respond to security incidents in real time. By analyzing logs, developers can gain insights into potential security issues and take proactive measures to mitigate threats. Encryption is a fundamental practice for protecting data at rest and in transit. developers should use encryption to safeguard sensitive data from unauthorized access and tampering. AWS provides several encryption services, including AWS KMS for managing encryption keys and AWS Certificate Manager for provisioning SSL/TLS certificates. By encrypting data at every stage, developers can ensure that sensitive information remains secure even if it is intercepted or accessed by unauthorized parties. Security testing is another critical aspect of the development process. Developers should incorporate security testing into their continuous integration and continuous deployment pipelines to identify and remediate vulnerabilities early in the development cycle. Tools like AWS Code Build and third-party security testing tools can be integrated into the CI/CD pipeline to automate security testing processes. Conducting regular security assessments, including penetration testing and code reviews, helps in identifying and addressing security weaknesses before they can be exploited by attackers. Developers should also be aware of the shared responsibility model when developing on AWS. According to this model, AWS is responsible for the security of the cloud infrastructure, while developers are responsible for securing their applications and data within the cloud. Understanding the shared responsibility model helps developers delineate their security responsibilities and implement appropriate measures to protect their applications and data. Security awareness and training are essential for developers to stay updated with the latest security practices and threats. Regular training sessions and workshops can help developers understand emerging security trends and best practices. AWS offers various training resources and certifications, such as the AWS Certified Security Specialty Certification, to help developers enhance their security knowledge and skills. In conclusion, security best practices for developers are indispensable for building secure and resilient applications on AWS. By adopting the principle of least privilege, implementing secure coding practices, using robust authentication and authorization mechanisms, securely managing secrets, regularly updating dependencies, monitoring and logging activities, encrypting data, conducting security testing, understanding the shared responsibility model, and investing in security awareness and training, developers can significantly enhance the security posture of their applications. These practices not only protect applications and data from vulnerabilities and threats, but also ensure compliance with industry standards and regulations, ultimately fostering trust and confidence among users and stakeholders. This concludes the lesson. We trust you found this video informative and engaging. To enroll in the complete course, please use the link provided in the description below. At UExcel, we are committed to your learning journey. Each course offers a certificate of completion, online support, and downloadable resource files to enhance your experience. If you found our content valuable, we invite you to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to supporting your continued pursuit of knowledge.